And we are hopefully back. Give me a moment to put this back into position. Okay then, haven't loaded Discord, so I can safely not worry about that. Okay, is everyone seeing and hearing me? If not, please say so. Ah, good. Okay then, before I go any further, the idea of my internet dying halfway through a stream has always sort of worried me. What happened today is actually unique in that I actually had my power go off entirely, which is why the run probably just seemed to end on your side. I don't know exactly what you ended up seeing, but if that happens again, because of the aggravation of setting everything up again and just how hard that is, if it happens again, I'm going to leave it for tonight entirely. I'll come onto Discord when I get the chance and say, yes, it happened again, but I'm not going to continue and do a third attempt. Beyond that, I just want to get back into it as soon as possible. I have actually got my laptop with me now, so if my computer does something weird, I will be able to contact you on that, assuming it isn't house-wide. But for now, I'm just going to get back into the run and start again. I'm sorry you won't get to hear what I was saying as I crashed. If you want to repeat the comments, I will probably give the same response. Okay. I am running Newdark, I am running Thief Gold, Expert, all the way through, training to more, etc, etc. Let's just get on with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome, young Garrett. In the nearby rooms, I will instruct you in the various skills you will need to survive. Please stay in the entrance area to each room while I explain the room's purpose. When you are ready to begin your lessons, proceed down this hallway to the first room. You must learn how to move from your sleep. Stay in the shadows. Avoid the light. The indicator on your
Oh hey!
screen will tell you
Mantle walked and did the weird
platform without being seen.
door thing successfully.
Quietly. Some surfaces are louder than others when walked upon, and moving quickly makes more noise than moving slowly. Listen to your own.
This should be a good run.
How much noise you are making. The instructor will have his back turned.
Of this level, at
Please get
least.
to the top of the platform without being heard. Beyond this door is a hallway that will lead you to your next
Slightly
task.
slow
Now get your weapons.
there.
To pick up objects, select.
Nope. It's definitely faster to reload if you get that jump wrong.
Beyond this door is a hallway that will lead you to your next task. Now get your weapons. To pick up objects, select them by centering them on screen until they light up.
Oh my god.
Then use them. Now you will learn new movement skills.
It wouldn't be so bad if that rope was easy to grab.
Move while looking up or down to climb up or down the rope. Turn to change your facing. If you jump again, you will lose the rope. Climb the rope.
I got an even worse time than last time, I think.
Run and jump across the gap to the other side of the stream. Good jump. This obstacle is easy.
You're both here, right?
A few too many to try to get around.
Well, my total viewers is actually saying it's 4, but that's probably not accurate. Unless there are more people watching than I realise.
And since I'm in here, I might as well pick up something for myself.
went the wrong way. Uh-oh. This is completely wrong. I don't know why I did that. This is going to be significantly slower than the way I usually do things.
Don't move. It's a throne room. How pretentious can you get?
If you're in the chat, can you say something? Because I'm slightly worried my internet's gone down. It wouldn't surprise me at all, given what just happened. Well, I'll check during Cuddy's speech. I'm probably just being paranoid. With Cragged Cleft, the best I've ever gotten is about 630. Make sure you are using at least one speed potion, because on Expert you will always have at least one. And the best place to use it is while carrying Basso out, just because it makes it much easier to outrun people. But yes, on a full game run, you can use it at the very start. I think that's where I used to use it, but I think Basso takes priority for the speed. I'm going to stop looking at the chest and concentrate for a moment here, because... No, actually using the hammer there is better if you can get the kill. But, it's also less reliable. I'm wondering about... Would it be possible to juggle the hammer so you can actually carry it to kill that guy as well? Because he's a pain. Oops. Like, if I could knock that guy out, this whole section here would be so much less stressful. I'm actually going to open all of them. Slight time wastes in order to make things easier for me.
I'd have to kill you for stiffing me again.
With both of the people I just knocked out, I have no freaking clue. I've mentioned before, you usually can grab the key off of him when... I think it's because he hadn't actually seen me, he had only heard me. Oh no. I'm not gonna bother with the crate. Usually I would carry the crate through into here, but in this instance, dodging that guy was more important. Maybe I was just in enough shadow at the time to count as invisible or something. I've noticed there is quite a lot of unreliability with when you can and can't knock people out. Oh shit. Speaking of which... If you don't know about that trick I just pulled, you can indeed knock people out through doors by letting them run into you while blocking said door. It's a really useful trick in casual play, and it very occasionally is essential for surviving in a speedrun. Obviously it's slow though, so you should only do it if you absolutely have to. Now usually I just carry a crate through to here and do the crate trick again, but in this instance I wasn't able to retrieve the crate, so we're just going to be doing this the slow way.
Well, there it is. You weren't unconscious.
Shit.
Now to carry him.
If you're wondering, this is by far the worst part of this particular run. Full stop. Oh, was it actually like being choppy before the power went out? You should have said something. I used to do like ghost runs and things, but I just don't have the patience anymore. I got to the stage where I was so like, I'm bloody good at this game, if I may say so myself. But I got to the stage where I couldn't just ghost because I knew I could do it much easier if I didn't. And there's always a certain, like, part of me always felt that, like, that ghosting was almost a cheating form of difficulty, because one of the things I like about this game is it does let you do things that aren't really intended. I like that fact about this game, and doing a ghosting run is kinda goes against that in a way. I think I'm gonna make time on this mission, but only just. Yeah. Made a few seconds. It's funny, the game's actually running slightly smoother than it was before the Oh. That was not what I meant to do. Damn it, I jumped too far. I did the trick too well. If you want to ask questions, now's a good time. Bonehorn's nice and chill, for the most part. And the mission after this definitely isn't chill. In fact, it's probably... outside of Crag's Cleft, I think Assassins is actually now my least favourite expert mission. Just because of the extra restrictions on what you can and can't do. And the fact you're pretty much forced to do one of the hardest jumps in the entire... like, one of the hardest jumps, period. If you don't know what I'm referring to there, I am of course referring to what do I have? Yeah. The door jump just inside the main room. Now I've actually made some changes to how I run Bone Horde now, since last time I did it on stream. It's still pretty much the same, but I don't use a rope arrow anymore. Instead I go up here, grab an extra bit of loot, take a bit of damage. I've actually looked into using stacking to get straight up into the point where you come out of this particular section. It is faster, but you have to rely on the issue with it is while it is faster, you need to get lucky with the fire shadow. And usually the fire shadow ends up being an absolute pain. And you really don't want that. I do actually need to go and watch Rogston again, because I watched him once, and I know some of my routes are very similar. But I'm also aware of the fact that some of my routes are not similar at all. Like his route through Barford, I know is completely different. And I'm still convinced his route is slower, even though he got a 1 minute 20 on it. And no, I do not know how Rogston got 1 minute 20. I think it was differences between Old and Newdark that allowed it to happen like that. Okay, this should be the last bit of loot I need to grab. Yes. Excellent. Yeah, you may remember when I went after that face thing. Like the thing that goes, stay away from my face. I don't do that anymore. Could you do that with a speed potion through the statue room? Or did he like use a old dark fling? Because my memory is like they do it by firing like 1 billion fireballs at you. Like that's how they kill you. But they go super fast. Like they're not like the normal fireballs, which are really slow moving and dodgeable. Again though, I'm going off my memory here. I've not tested getting seen by the statues.
The horn of Quintus, I presume.
Where's the door? Oh, there's the door. My memory... Oh god. My memory's failing me a lot recently on these missions. Because there's so many like very similar sections and you just have to remember which bit you're actually aiming for. I should still make time on this mission though, because of this next trick. Okay. No! Okay, it's not working, so I'll go to the slightly easier one over here. Please just let me make the jump. I'm gonna have to just go all the way around, aren't I? I know this jump is possible. F it. I will watch it. I must have done really badly on this mission last time because I still made about a minute. Either that or going to the face is really slow. I don't need to buy anything.
That shot was meant for me.
Yes, I'm sure there was Garrett in the window. Dead. Let's head back now.
These creeps are going to lead me right back to whoever sent them to kill me. But only if I can tail them without them noticing me.
If you haven't seen this before, this is completely normal for normal and expert. This is the Assassin's Lure. It's something I discovered myself, which I'm very proud of, and will mention every time I go here. Basically, rather than having these guys be followed home, they follow me to their home, which is much, much simpler. Though most people watching this already know that. It's quite stressful. Oh, absolutely you could. The issue is, if you don't know, like, on expert, right, if you don't know if the alarm's gone off, and the alarm has gone off, and you then explode yourself before heading outside, then you're just going to end up failing the mission. Because you killed yourself. So it'll be a very dangerous one to do it on. On normal, you probably could, but it wouldn't be worth the setup, because you need to have a ladder or rope nearby. For what I've discovered with the Death Walk.
Where are they gonna put the poor Sam?
Oh, don't need to knock you out. Hello. Oh.
You hear that?
I've got a serious problem here.
That's something weird right there.
Yes, hello.
So, these are Ramirez's boys. I think it's time I dealt with Mr. Ramirez once and for all.
I'm trying to avoid having the alarm go off, so
Hey.
I'm actually gonna take a little bit longer just to get things set up. And now for the hardest jump in the game. First try! Holy shit, that was actually amazing. If you haven't seen that jump before, usually it takes 5 or 6 tries, but that time didn't even take 2. Yeah, there it is. A very sturdy potted plant. If you see I'm not bunny hopping, it's because if I start making lots of noise, the alarm might go off. I think you are safe to bunny hop through the basement. But I'm very paranoid about this sort of thing.
It may be time for me to move along now.
So far the alarm hasn't gone off, so I'm all good. I think this is where the alarm actually goes off, because there's a couple of people in that room. It goes off if you make enough noise as well.
Enjoy it while it lasts, friend. His sadness is exactly what causes blood miserable again.
Where is he then? I haven't
I see him!
Don't know if this door or this key works on this door. No, it doesn't. Doesn't take long to pick. Okay, I should make about a minute unless something's gone seriously wrong. Nothing's gone wrong! Yeah, for those who aren't in the know, that particular mission, if you spend a while on it and an alarm goes off, you have an extra objective to get back to your home neighbourhood, which is about as... Oh dear. Okay, that's a restart. That was incredibly careless of me.
Come on now, come on.
Ah, shit.
One. Just poke your head, you move a muscle.
I'm not even that angry at that. Can't grab that. Damn. I don't know what really happened there.
They're so busy gambling their money away.
Huh?
Won't notice if I take a bit.
What's going on? We have an intruder! Over here! I'm gonna finish you, Garrett!
Yeah, that's now made up for the loot I lost upstairs.
Don't let him really show yourself!
Did I just see that?
Don't you move a muscle!
Ah, damn. I was hoping to grab the health potion. I'm sorry I'm not doing much in the way of commentary. This is a tough mission. A tough and frustrating mission. Oh, ghosting.
Lord Randall.
Like if you're doing a proper ghosting run where you're not allowed to use items, I'm not even sure that the casino is fully possible. To be honest. If you're allowed items, then it is doable. Just about. Ghosting, for those who aren't aware, is when you do a mission without being seen by anyone.
Who's there? Hello? Who are you?
Well, there are actually a lot of casino wheels in the game, and most of them are just for fun.
What the hell?
Okay, and let's...
I spotted him!
Damn. Oh dear.
That tickle! Get him!
I'm very glad that me hitting him once stopped him from attacking me.
I just see it.
Hey, he's over here! Ugh!
Well, oh, thank God he had the key. Thanks.
Now I can get my vase.
Now this is the thing I keep forgetting in my runs. It's that one bottle, which I think is causing me to screw up and not have enough loot at the end of the mission. So I think that was that problem dealt with. A note on the plates, by the way, some of the plates in this mission and in Barford's Manor can actually be picked up and go into your inventory. And I remember that used to really confuse me, because I used to think there was some kind of plate-based secret in the mission. Now, unless there's something I don't know about, there isn't. It's just a slightly buggy plate. But and dear God, I am glad that's over with. Yeah, I have the safe key. Now on to the other half of this incredibly unfun to speedrun mission. I'll actually legitimately say, I think that the worst missions to speedrun are all in the start of the game. Like, once you're past Thieves Guild, the game gets so much more fun to speedrun. But it can be a bit of a slog to get there. Oh wait, you're not the one with the purse. Ugh. I thought he was a different guard who has a purse I can nab.
Help! Help! There's
Oh, there's
someone in here! He's right here! Help!
What was that?
Get over here! It's...
Oh good, he didn't turn. There are a few NPCs in this game who are really hard to knock out at times and just refuse to go to be knocked over, even though they should be nice and easy to knock over, and that guy's one of them. I am not at all sorry that he
Someone
went down as quickly as he did. And I'm behind on loot. I should have an extra 50. I've missed one piece, most likely. Damn it. I paused to take a drink. And as a result, didn't move in the water. Which is that ironic? Being screwed over by water because I was having a drink of water?
Ah, that's the reason.
I've got you covered, Sapper.
Yes,
What's that?
oh wait, no, I'm fine. I can just grab these. Okay, I'm actually all good with loot.
Who's creeping around there? Gary!
Ow!
Thought I saw something.
I have 2 leftover speed potions, which I really should have used at some point, and not one after the other.
You're gonna learn what pain is all about. Stop right there! How about you? You don't...
Well, that wasn't too bad. Wait, I haven't got 2,000? Okay. Now that wasn't too bad. I actually would have made some time there if I hadn't screwed that up. I do actually need to spend some time really practicing Thieves Guild, as it's by far the one I choke on the most. But at the same time I don't want to practice it because it's boring as shit. Oh shit, I forgot to grab something. That's bad. Actually, is it bad? Oh shit, I went completely the wrong way. That's bad. Okay, this is really bad actually. I've completely buggered the way I was meant to approach this mission. So I am pretty much winging it at this stage. And I'm on 1 health. Fuck. Okay, I think I know how to salvage this. No, it's not this door, it's the next door. You might think which door you pick lock there makes no difference, but I remember testing one and it actually being significantly harder to pick, which in this game just means it takes longer. So you're better off going for the other one. Okay then. Yeah, this is the way to go. I'll stress again, I've completely buggered this mission up, and so this is not a route I would ever recommend anyone taking ever. And I was talking about choking on a completely different mission. No, this is the mission I'm now choking on. I mean, if it ends up being faster, it ends up being faster, and I'll start doing it in the rest of my routes. Because the route I'm taking is certainly not going to be terrible. This is what I mean by just knowing the mission, because if you know the mission well enough, you will always be able to salvage a route that goes wrong because of a routing mistake. While if you've just learnt the straight route, you will at this stage be effectively panicking. So I thoroughly recommend anyone who's playing a game full stop, which they're speedrunning, learn the entire game, don't just learn the routes you take. Because occasionally this will happen and you'll have to deal with it. Having said that, I think I'm now distinctly in trouble, as I don't think I have access to... Okay, I know where I need to go. Because the way I was meant to go was this way at the very start. But of course, I didn't do that because I'm a moron. You know what the joke is? What the ironic thing is? Wait, what? Am I the only one noticing that I just got a gold there? That's the fastest I've ever done the sword. I'm going to analyse the route I took there. Secret undiscovered super route. Just go wrong in at every single point and you end up with a faster overall time. Okay then, Psychosis, if you are watching this, whether in the future or currently, feel free to time it and work out exactly whether it was exactly how many milliseconds faster it ends up being. Or possibly even full seconds. No, jokes aside, it was faster because I didn't have to reload once, and it was, and I managed to do it all in one sitting effectively. And nothing actually went wrong except for the routing mistake. Everything else went pretty much to plan. I'd be very surprised if it is discovered that I'd actually discovered something new there. Though again, if you're the sort of person who likes timing things and testing new routes, by all means do try it out and see if it does end up being faster. Because actually, grabbing the sword, then going for the key, and then going for the and then going down the stairs might actually be a sensible-ish route, now I think about it. Like, it's not impossible that you could make something out of that. Because I'm thinking you go up and down the same stairs to get to the top floor. But as a result, you end up passing, I'm not making much sense right now, so I'm gonna shush until I'm through this mission. Window just didn't want to take me then. If you're wondering why I turned the power on, there's absolutely no reason, it's just something to do. Ah, damn it. I do not like that particular phantom. Okay, I'm gonna do this the slow way. You can just jump straight through that gap with a near perfect jump. But is really not worth it. I mean, unless you really need the extra time most of the time. I still find myself trying it anyway because it's such a satisfying jump to do, and I'm someone who loves little tricks like that. But it probably just shouldn't be done. When I was doing a test run on this mission, this particular section went terribly, as the haunts didn't actually go down. So I ended up having to duke 2 haunts while picking that lock. What? I know New Mantle is better, but it certainly isn't any less buggy. Again, this is a very minor route change. Still not sure if it's actually faster, but it's slightly more satisfying, so I do it. This is such a pointless objective. I don't know why Garrett insists on doing it. You're meant to steal gold, not put it in a random monument. It actually feels out of character for some of the other stuff. Garrett does. Oh dear. Well, I was about to get killed by the spider then. Nope. Damn. It doesn't matter how many times I do this section, it never goes smoothly. What the hell? I wasn't the only one who saw that, right? I think there's meant to be water in that hole, not burrock. I didn't know you even got liquid burrock, to be honest. This jump is so frustrating. It's not even that hard, it's just irritating.
Looks like this place was built by my old pals, the Keepers. They're hiding in here.
And I've lost time on this mission. I'm blaming the Burrocks again because of that pool of Burrocks I encountered.
Is someone... Alright, you're in for it now.
So this is Mage Towers.
This is where the mages hide their dirty little secrets.
Our sanctum is...
This probably counts as the most broken mission in the game.
Crack a smile.
It's also full of these guys who shoot fireballs at you.
What's the trouble with this?
And yes, this is quite a different route to the last one you might have seen. I don't usually knock that guy out, but he had seen me too early and would have caused me problems.
Come out, you! I heard that!
Okay, please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. Good, he didn't shoot me. So yes, the difference between this and Expert is that on Expert we have to do this. Or on between normal and Expert, rather, not... I think I said this and Expert, but this is Expert. But yes, this is...
Looks like Captain Regalio's been holding out on the mages.
That's pretty much the entirety of the difference between this and expert. Of this and normal. I'm concentrating. Concentrating and talking is hard. Oh dear.
I stand unscathed.
That guy's gonna cause me problems later. Oh dear. Damn it! I don't want to use the second flash bomb, but I have to. Using the second flash bomb there is really bad. Like, I cannot stress enough how bad what I just did there is. 'Cause that means the other two sections where I might need the flash bomb I don't have it. Ah, got it. Haven't had it be that trolly for a while with that particular trick.
Steal your breath away, thief.
Shoot. Oh, he didn't shoot me. I'm going through the floor like this, I will quickly read that. And now up the stairs. It's very odd to think that this particular trick, not only is it not doable on any other mission, but it wouldn't even be that useful on most other missions, which is what I've worked out from testing it. Like, going through under doors is nice and all, but you're giving up the ability to bunny hop for it. And there aren't that many locked doors that you need to go through for the entire mission to work. And now for the other major change between this and a normal mission. Or, yeah, this mission on normal, I mean. Though it is different between this and a normal mission as well, I guess, because on most missions you don't do this. Nope, missed it by a slight amount. Damn. I was testing this jump out earlier today and I got it every time. And now it's not wanting to go. Yeah, got it.
All is not still.
That door takes some time to open, so...
Hey, hold it right there, Tapper.
1,500 is actually enough. Ah. Dumb. Dumb mistakes being made. Where's the key? Ah, there it is. Don't even need to knock him out, just walk past.
Was that you?
I'm not sure if I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna about break even on this mission, maybe with a slight fall behind because I didn't open that door fast enough, basically.
This looks like the way out. That'll come in useful.
Lost City. Haven't tested if you can actually flash bomb fire elementals. So yeah, on normal this mission is about 2 minutes long, if that. I'm gonna take some drowning damage because I didn't go up for air. But on expert, this mission is actually significantly longer, but still not as long as you might think, assuming I don't drown and die. I've got a problem here, because I haven't got the health to make this jump.
Lost no more.
Oh, okay then. Apparently I do have the health to make the jump. I'll take the game's word for it. Doing this with free health is actually really bad. Me drowning early on might have cost me potentially the whole run. Because I think there are points where I do take further damage, and I don't know if there are any health potions I can pick up. Need to check if there's a way up here that doesn't involve using a rope arrow. Oh dear. Yep, okay, that all seems to be working out. Oh shit. I don't think I can do this drop. Oh, I can do this drop. I need a bit more self-confidence. I need to just fling myself into possible death. I think I'm being overly cautious, actually, because I think, yeah, I'm on 1 health, but this is still a speed run. I should be, I should still be trying, like, the drops I normally do, and then if they go wrong, they go wrong. What the hell? I feel like I'm going to slow down a lot more if I actually physically slow down and be cautious than if I just die a couple of times. Because I'm not being as cautious. Okay then. Now on to the tricky part of this mission, and oh, this is where I think the I might end up finding myself soft locked, because I meant to drop down here. Oh no, I'm fine. For those wondering what I'm actually looking for in the Lost City right now, I am literally only here to pick up a medallion and then get out again. And a bit of loot. Because the fire talisman is the first thing you grab.
What have we here?
Please don't kill me, Fire Mage. I actually do suspect there is a much faster route through this mission. But I'm at a loss as to what it would be. I don't know this mission as well as I know missions like the Sword. I would actually have problems finding backup loot if my primary loot sources ran out. You may notice when I started the mission, assuming I did the sensible thing, I bought a papyrus. You need to buy that in order to loot certain objects, most notably these two masks here. Oh shit. You can just try and run through here without taking out the two fire elementals, but good luck doing that when you're having to walk literally right along the walls, not looking where you're going because you're looking up instead. Shit. Oh my god, it's healing itself by shooting fire at itself. I can't deal with this. I'm gonna lose quite a bit of time on this mission. And it's almost entirely because I drowned myself. Huh. But I did learn a neat trick.
Anybody home?
Do I actually have... Yes, I do. The full loot.
How can the keepers keep this place a secret?
Quick check, the stream is still working and operating properly, right? Good. This has been a very messy Lost City. And continues to be a messy Lost City. Oh my god. Okay, this is clearly a case of the game trying to slow me down. I think I'm still being chased by a fire elemental. That's terrifying. But I'm still going to be 2 minutes ahead by the end. Which is... Oh my god. No! Okay, I take that back. I'll still be 1 minute ahead when I get to the end. Maybe not 2. And yes, that is the fire elemental shooting again. Ah. But yes, this Lost City was pretty terrible. Next up, Song of Caverns. A lot of those particle effect type things, it's not quite clear when you can and can't jump into them. Song of Caverns is quite possibly the hardest mission to route in the game. So this is by far my biggest dread remaining in the missions. Like it's the mission that scares me the most of the ones remaining. You might think Escape would rank pretty high. Actually, it doesn't. Escape on an Expert really isn't that bad. It's actually not as bad as on normal. But this mission's a pain. Now this mission can be done in about 7 minutes, so I could actually make a certain amount of time back on it, I think. But not like that. Yeah, Raulu, or whatever his name is, he can actually block the rope when he steps forward. It's why you should always save there rather than relying on your earlier save. So, obviously I didn't do it that time, so I lost time.
This looks like the way in.
Free throws. Well, fine then. I didn't want the extra flash bomb anyway.
Hello? Hey, who was that?
Okay.
So, did you read Crib's latest? Oh, that gibberish is a waste of time.
Okay then. Okay, I need to remember to grab...
There's an intruder in the building.
Good, they go out of the way. I need to remember to grab this guy's key, as I often forget. And that actually slows you down by a lot more than you would think.
Here, he has a sword.
Because it actually slows you down twice. And while neither slowdown is particularly major. Now the advantages of being very slightly behind. Usually that Archer's in the way, but because I've actually taken this a little bit slower than I normally do, he would actually comfortably out of my way. That's sometimes how things work in this game. Damn it. go down here first because it's the more cramped area, which I do not want to be stuck in. Ow. And now I'm to use my last flash bomb. If you're wondering why I shut that door, it's just to keep the other guys out of following me in, because if they follow you in, it can be quite a pain. So by shutting the door behind you, it stops their pursuit temporarily. Obviously it does slow you down slightly if there's no one following you, but it's well worth it if you're heading in there as part of your route. Okay, so I'm actually now heading for the last objective on this mission, which is a flute.
It's curtain time for you. They didn't even scratch.
Oh my god, he didn't shoot me during that time. Oh, wrong key. Have I missed some loot?
This
No, I'm just getting paranoid because I'm always paranoid about missing loot on this mission. Because it's such a large mission and it's such a pain. I think I'm going to make time on this mission though, which is good.
This latest opera from Hilarious and Crazy? Who are you?
Know you're around here, so take that! Who'd I hear there?
Is someone there?
Guess it was nothing.
Gotcha. And I actually made some time on that mission. Okay, undercover. This mission used to be a major pain, but I've discovered a solution to the problem of everyone being active on this mission and causing me problems. You see, if no one's awake to raise the alarm will never be raised. And if the alarm's never raised, there's no problem. Jokes aside, this was one of the big problems for an expert run, and probably will be again once people actually start running on expert more, because at some point knocking people out is no longer going to be practical because it's going to be too slow. But until that time, I'm going to take advantage of the fact no one else is running, and so I'm just beating my own scores and knock them out because it's so much easier. I'm convinced it is going to end up being slower though. No, I don't go this way, I go this way. Yep, and... now to find out if I've actually done this mission correctly. Not hearing that sound there is the worst feeling. Like, I've done some practice runs where I forgot to grab one of the levers, or more accurately, I hit it twice, and so it went back to being inactive. Or I hit the lever twice, so it was in its default state, and as a result I got to that last lever down there, and the sound didn't go off, and it was so painful because you don't even know which one you forgot to grab. Wasn't I gone the wrong way? Yeah, there it is. Okay, I'm now ready to leave. Return to the Haunted Cathedral. This is one of my least favourite missions in the game as well. In fact, a lot of missions are my least favourite mission, but it's really not as bad as some of the others. It's my least favourite mission. And it's only because you have to do that jump there. I'm going to go out the slightly slower route because it's more reliable. As I really don't want to end up screwing this up and having to do it 3 times over. And escape. The reason this mission isn't that bad is because you get to do this and just grab the blackjack. And it's necessary, so you can't even say I'm wasting time there. But and that on its own makes this mission so much easier because you have the blackjack. And from here you can just... It's actually a fairly easy mission for the most part. Rogston did this without knocking out the bug beasts, which is pretty impressive. Okay, this time let me mantle... Why aren't I mantling? Oh. Oh yes. I am now on my way out of the mansion. The route here is almost identical to the normal route. So it's nice and simple. Holy shit, that dodge. Okay then. Really? Okay. I know I got a really good time last time on Escape, so I was expecting to lose a little bit of time because it is an RNG based mission. So this is now Strange Bedfellows. I know I've not been talking much over my run today.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Partly that's concentration, partly that's
What happened here?
just
Oh, the Hammerites.
me being slightly
Damn. Looks like Constantine got here before me.
upset about stuff. Wow. Okay, that's gonna lose me a bit of time. I keep forgetting where the door out in that one room is. I feel like I'm going mad. Something worth noting about the chisel. The objective doesn't actually tick off until you get to the final room. Oh my god. I'm not usually this terrible at this mission.
Ah, 'tis he, the master thief. There is scant time to explain. The trickster's foul beasts have captured our high priest, and if we cannot retake him alive, all shall be lost. Also, our enemy holds the builder's chisel, which thou must recover. You lack thy skills of stealth and trap. Take this key and not.
Sorry, I'm trying not to swear too much, but I'm easily annoyed. Oh my god. If you're wondering why I don't just knock that guy out, if I hit him even once, I get an objective to kill him, which takes more time than just running around him, even without counting into account. Dear. Yes, the chisel objective only ticks off at the end of this section, I believe. So if you just check your objectives, you'll easily think that you've missed something you haven't. Which is so slimy to me, it's like... Okay, more of chaos. Let's see if I can try not to take too much damage, because that's what usually ends up screwing me on this mission. That damage is not too much damage, so I'm actually okay. I don't have a flash bomb, so I have to walk right past this mass of bees. You probably didn't see it, but I actually did a chin strat there, where you land on that bit with your chin, and it reduces the damage to 0 rather than simply doing less damage if you just drop. It's a slight improvement over the normal way of doing that thing, but it is quite a bit harder.
Let's not try
Which of
that
course puts it
again.
right up my alley. Not gonna bother trying to make the really good jump here where you just go straight down the hole, because it is almost impossible. So I'm just gonna grab these plums. And do that. I can't remember how my last run through this mission went, but it looks like a 12-minute run, which is not in any way good, so
Now that's big.
I should be able to make some time on this mission. Though I won't know for certain until the end of the ritual. I am considering adding an extra split section, which is just when you reach Constantine. So that way, oh yeah, Garrett's very sneaky. You didn't see that, but I actually flinched then. When I went into that second monkey man. Or rat man. Or ape beast. Because I think they are officially ape beasts. Even though they have tails. Which are very rat-like and monkey-like characteristics.
Let's just disable that portal and give the hammers a fighting chance.
I'm actually wondering if it would be faster for me to go over to Constantine before putting a bunch of arrows into that portal. I don't know if Constantine would still be active at that distance though. I know Constantine starts off walking towards... Yeah, so I can safely spend some time. Okay, so this is the end of the game. If you have any questions or things you want to say, now's the time to say stuff that I wouldn't be able to read otherwise. Oh. I thought I'd been slow enough that he wouldn't have heard me. Haven't done that for a very long time. If you're wondering what I just did there to not be heard, if you crouch and move forward on marble or on metal, you won't actually have footsteps if you do it slowly enough. But you have to like tap the forward button. You can actually go at reasonable speed if you know the timing. I genuinely don't know if I've actually made or lost time on this mission. I think I have beaten my previous best though. For the most part, yes. It's not always true, though. It seems to be something slightly odd. In general, if you don't hear a footstep, then it doesn't count. But if you've only just done the footstep, I've sometimes noticed the enemy hears it before you do. And so you can effectively stop just in time to not hear it yourself, but after they've heard it. That's what happened to me just now, and what I had to reload. I don't know if what I said made sense there, but... I'm sure Dan can tell you more. He's done a lot more in looking into the codes and such. Okay, he's about to go open for me, I believe. Okay, 31 minutes 29 seconds. With 1 hour 23 minutes actual in-game runtime. That is technically a world record. Because it beat my previous time, which was the previous world record. Okay then. A quick look at the actual run as a whole. Edit layout. Splits. It's not letting me edit it. Ah well. Oh, okay, that's how you edit it. I was just being dumb. Yeah. So, a bit rocky at the start. Other than that, all good. the biggest time saves were definitely assassins and the sword. And bearing in mind the fact that the sword I completely buggered up, that's come kind of impressive. For those who weren't here at the time, I actually didn't go the right way on the sword. Though perhaps I did go the right way and just didn't know it. I am actually going to now analyse that route I took and see if it's actually potentially faster. Because if it is, then I need to know. But I think more likely I just buggered up so completely in my previous runs that it was faster by default, effectively. I don't really have much more to talk about with this run. It all went pretty smoothly. I am not that far off now getting 1 hour and 30 minutes, which is my goal right now. In fact, if I go into compare against best segments, that's odd. Oh, and of course no, because I'm showing the actual time I got, not the best possible time. Yeah, but my actual best time would be about 28 minutes, potentially, which means I'm not that far off my theoretical best, which I'm quite happy about. I'm not going to do another run today. I've done a full run now, and that is... it's a 1 hour 30-minute run. I don't want to do 2 in a row. That's 3 hours of playing nothing but Thief. Nevertheless, I think it is fairly clear I've actually made very good progress this time. Now, future scheduling for streams, I actually am now planning to have a regular day for streaming, and that day will be Saturday. I'll be streaming from what my time will be sort of 8 o'clock until I finish a run. In the case of normal runs, I might end up doing 2 in a row, but no promises there. I am planning to go back to normal runs at some point rather than running on expert. Mostly because no one else is running expert, and I do want to have some actual competition, even if it is purely from psychosis. For those of you who are in the Discord for Speedrunning Thief, I will be around in the Discord. I will be showing off some of my other runs. My YouTube channel will also be updated with ILs if I do any ILs, but that won't be a scheduled thing. That will be, I'll upload them when I've got a record. Successful runs like this one will also be uploaded to my YouTube, probably unedited, so I'm not planning to spend ages cutting to just the run itself. And also because I do want to include the bits before and after. I hope everyone enjoyed watching. If there's anything anyone wants to say before I go, or any questions you want to ask me, now is the time, because I'm about to turn off the stream. Obviously I will give you a bit more time because of stream delay. All in all, I'm happy with what I did today. Okay. Yeah. You may have just heard a slight echo. That was me double checking that my stream, like watching my own stream on my laptop. As I seem to be done for today, I'm going to be going now. I will be on next week. I might be on before then, but that's not scheduled. That will be just if I feel like it. So until next Saturday, if you run this game as well, I look forward to seeing your runs. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time.